Hello guys, welcome to another commentary video. No, not this time. We are having tournament side folk. This time we had already the Mariner Cup, which is the standard one. I have covered it. We had the Quack one, which is the, I believe, high fans or maybe the gimmicky maps. I'm not sure, but it's complete. I forgive me for not knowing exactly, but we are having the Smacky Cup, which is basically the fog. And this is gonna be the first map. I have already not only played on this map, not already known the map, not already known who has done the map, which is Lost and Fan. I have already talked about him and covered more maps, not only that of him. But this is a map I have covered on this this channel, and I will leave you the thumbnail here in the description, and also here on the edition, the image, etc. This is a very interesting map. It's basically the mech spam. The reason for that is you have this area right here. This is your weak side as blue, and this is your weak side as red. Normally you want to run over this base, but if you try to do that, you are forgiving pressure on the middle, which is quite important. There is a lot of properties. Your airport is quite exposed. And also you have your HQs, which can be captured eventually if you really try to go hard for the weak side of your opponent. Also there is a recon pre-deployed, which you can deal fairly easier in the future whenever you capture the airport and to shoot with a copter. If you want to really rush the destruction of this recon, you can wheel an artillery here that will help to lock this base, but first you can shoot that recon. Which is completely fine, and you can even one-shot it, for example, with Kindle from this city, but you don't want to do that because on this map, this is a tier 3. As you can see, this is the map pool, and the Frozen Fire is going to be tier 3. We are going to talk about the others, the others maps, sorry, excuse me for that. And here, Sammy is very strong. If you want to know more details about this map, how it goes, more or less, there is the video I just mentioned. Also on that video I played against Lost and Fan, the creator of this map, and it was quite an interesting match. But anyways, let's take a look at the settings. The settings are pretty standard, and capture limit it's on, but it depends on the map, as well as day limit, and the unit limit I believe it's 60 for all maps. Normally it's 50, but as you will see, all the maps in this tournament are quite big, so it's fair to make it slightly bigger, the unit count, and there is already some maps in Folk which has it big big unit count limit. But anyways, as you can see, the settings are pretty standard. The capture limit is gonna make it so the 70% of the properties currently on the map, and the days limits, I don't know how much it's gonna be, but normally you won't see it happen too much to tie a break, but it might happen because most of the maps that are gonna be on the tournament are fairly untested. They have seen a little bit of play, but not too much. Anyways, guys, let's take a look at Logarithmic, which is going to be a tier 1 with Javier ban. The reason for that is it's going to be quite obvious to you at first glance, because there's 4 com towers, 2 per side, and whenever Javier has more than 1 com towers, he becomes too strong. Not only because with 2 com towers Javier will be 50-50 on powers and on superpower 70, which is humongous, but he has the threat of getting a third com tower, and if you let Javier get a third com tower, it's already completely GG, since you are gonna be facing Kanbei on superpowers without the increased cost of units on powers, and that's too crazy. But not only that, two com towers, very interesting for a fog map. For example, Crossfire has these two, but we will see two airports, and half of income of this map is 23. I already know because I have checked. But if you want to know it quickly without counting, you can go to map analysis, and there you will see this number here, and you can add up these numbers without forgetting the HQ if there is one, and then divide it by 2. As you can see, 34 plus 6, 40 plus 4, 44 plus 2, because 2 HQs, 46 divided by 2, 23. But yeah, it's gonna be tier 1, which I don't think grid is gonna be very good on this map. That leaves open Bombbolt, Shasha, and Hawk, and maybe a Storm. I don't know if he's gonna be banned on this map or not. I don't think. I mean, there is quite an argument to. I mean, as you can see, two forests here that gives Storm extra 2 movement into the middle. That's quite good, but there is 2 airports, and Storm doesn't like too much air combat. But anyways, guys, let's talk about the next map, which is gonna be Smacky Steps, tier 3. Some of the tiering COs might vary between maps. Take it with a grain of salt. Maybe on tier 3 on this map Drake is banned. I don't think so, but I have already played on this map. It was on a tournament. I resigned out of it because I was having too much matches. Because of the format of the tournament, I was getting worn out a little bit, but it's quite an interesting map. As you can see, 3 bases, 1 airport, and the com towers quite contested. Same way, say, dynamic as Stalingrad, if you think about it, and they are in the denial range of things. And on this map, I could argue that Drake is quite strong, because it's big. But there is quite a big amount of properties, so Kindle might see a place. There is the same dynamic with the lab in the middle. There's not going to be any lab units unless something is special about this map, but there's for sure, I don't expect it. And this is an interesting map. Let's see how it goes. Remember, most of these maps we are gonna be the testers, which is good and bad, because if you are really good at reading maps, or you are good at preparing, you are gonna have an advantage over your opponent. And next map, let's see. This is a map made by Walker, I believe, which is one of the current devs of Advanced Wars via Web. And it's already looking super wacky. The wacky levels of maps are... The first one is already super wacky, but look at this one. You have 2 pre-deploys per side black bows, one on the labs to avoid any cheese. You have this city pre-capture. This is normal on high funds, but this... Wow, there is a lot of infantry. Wow. There is 3 bases, 2 airports. As you can see, one of the airports is super exposed, well, at least on paper, but I believe it belongs to green player, this to yellow player, and to blue player, this one. But I'm not sure. Let me check the movement. One, probably it's a contested airport. Not gonna lie. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So 4 turns. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, it's a contested airport, but I think blue has the upper hand over yellow on this airport, and vice versa here. But let me remember the tier on this map. This is going to be a tier 3, right? A tier 3. No, this is Qubits. Qubits is going to be tier 2. Tier 2. Normally tier 2 on Fog are not very fun, but we have been promised that this is going to be huge. The problem with tier 2, I have already said a lot of times, is that the chances of getting a mirror are quite high, and all of mirrors are very, very... not very boring, but quite they are like they are not very super fun, you know, because you are just doing 2 global damage against your opponent and that's it. And eagle mirrors are quite too, because whoever gets the lightning strike first wins, and max mirrors are fine, but they are not super common. But anyways, let's take a look, because next one is tier 4, the only tier 4 of the tournament, and it's the last round. So if you win on all rounds, you're gonna be playing on this map, guys. On this map. This map is completely out of its mind. Like, what is this? Pre-deploy missile, completely bases cut off the continent, so you have to use your landers 100% to bring any units into this area. You are not having any units on the continent if you are not bringing it with landers, and there is 2 continents, as you can see. Like, I'm sorry guys for you, but I'm not bothering trying to figure out this map unless I'm already winning on the previous round, because this looks very wacky. But it's tier 4, so I'm happy to see that, because it could have been quite a pain to deal with Drake. Maybe Drake is up a tier and tier 2 on this map, I don't know, probably not, but maybe he's too strong for tier 3. Not sure, but remember, we are the testers, so we will have to decide that. But luckily this is tier 4, so that dilemma is out of the question. And yeah guys, make sure to take a good look at this map. I already know what I'm picking for this map. I think I have already said it. If I don't want to spoil it, but I think you can figure it out. Tier 3 on a mech spam map with a lot of infantry fighting. You already know what you are gonna pick, right guys? If you pick something like I mean, if you pick Lash, it's gonna be fine, like you are gonna have stronger infantry, but there is a CO that, you know guys, it's gonna be very strong here. Anyways guys, a quick reminder of the settings. The capture limit and days limits are gonna vary depending on the map. And yeah, that's it guys. I hope you enjoyed this quick announcement of the tournament site. Make sure to sync tab. In order to do that, the screen is a bit cropped, but you can see here on the top left corner there is a competition thingy. You click it, well, you mouse over and then you click tournaments, and theirs is gonna be here in below waiting tournaments, the Smacky Cup. Make sure to sync up, guys. This is gonna be very huge. I didn't sync up for the standard one or the high fans one, but I really want to sync up for this, and let's do it because I'm really excited. Hope to see you in the tournaments, and maybe we fight, who knows. Bye bye guys, and good luck. Good luck. Oh my god.